Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We got another exciting edition for you. Cooking with Jordan, aka otherwise known as Clean Cooking with Big J. Today we're gonna be cooking episode 2. We're gonna be cooking Southern style baby back pork ribs, barbecue style edition. I'm excited. We're gonna have a good. I got my chef coat on. I got my mushroom pants. You can't see. We'll get into some of that later. We're gonna be doing some clean cooking today. It's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. We're gonna get out there, get on the barbecue. We're gonna hop in the kitchen. We're gonna be all over the place today. It's gonna be a good time. I hope you guys learned something. And let me know what you want to see next for episode 3. Comment down in the description, in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see. We're gonna go ahead and head over to the kitchen and then over to the grill outside. Let's get into it. Yeah! Okay, now as far as ribs go, pretty simple recipe. You're gonna need your ribs, first of all, obviously, right? Pork baby back ribs. You're gonna got your barbecue sauce. You're gonna have your salt, your seasonings. I like to do a little garlic salt, right? A little bit of all seasoning, a little black pepper, and I'm gonna try to put a little ancho chili powder this time. See how that goes. You're gonna wanna put down that barbecue sauce, rub it all down, and put a little sauce on top of that. Baste that bad boy up, lather it up nice and good, get her nice and lubricated. And I like to go ahead for barbecue sauce. Unless you're making your own barbecue sauce, I like to do a little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's. You know what I mean? A little Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. That's the best barbecue sauce I think you can get in stores. Unless you're gonna make it yourself, I think that's the way to go. Next step you're gonna go ahead and do is remove the membrane. Now, the membrane is the bottom layer of skin on the ribs. You get that skin off, it's gonna be kind of tough when you're eating. I don't know why they call it the membrane. Kind of weird, right? It sounds like that brain guy from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles who was just a big brain with a robot body. I don't know why it's called the membrane. I feel like it should be called the skin flap. It is what it is. You go ahead and take a little butter knife, right? You get it in between the third rib, right? Down. You get that bad boy in there, right? You get it up in there, you know what I mean? And then you're gonna wanna go ahead and just twist that off a little bit. You're gonna wanna get your finger in there. That's what she said. And you're gonna wanna pull that membrane out, and it should come out in one good piece if you do it right. Let's see if we can do it right. I'm gonna get my thumb in there. She hates that. But yeah, so you get the membrane. You get a little towel to grab onto it because it's hard to grab onto. That's what he said. So anyways, you're gonna go ahead and pull that membrane off. And that skin should kind of come right off there, and then you should be able to pull the whole thing. See right there, right off, and you get a nice, disgusting, skin tail right there. So that's gross. And you want to get rid of that, right? Get rid of that. You know what I mean? Get rid of any excess little undesirable pieces on there. Clean those up nice and beautifully. Right? You're gonna get all that excess, any little fatty parts you don't want, or any little dangling pieces that you want to just so it looks nice and pretty. Any silver skin that you might see, any little tendons that the butcher left on there, you want to clean that up nice, make it look pretty, right? Because those are going to be inconsistencies. When you're eating, you don't want to bite into a tough tendon while you're eating, so you want to remove any of those tendons. Those are called silver skins. Now, for the seasonings, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and season this bad boy up. We're going to pop her on the old grill for a few seconds, get a nice char on it. Then you're going to pop it in the oven for about 250 to 275 for about 3 hours, covered in foil. Now, for seasoning, what we're going to go ahead and do is I like to use some kosher salt, a bigger grain. You can get a little bit more in there for a large piece of meat like this. So you go ahead and grab a little bit of kosher salt. You're going to want to coat that bad boy. You want to coat that those ribs lightly with a little bit of kosher salt to lock in the flavors, lock in, secure that bag that you're going for. You want to get that salt nice and in there. Give it a little pat. Give her a flip. A little bit more salt on the bottom. You don't want to go too heavy on the salt because you're going to be doing some other seasonings that also have salt in them. So you don't want to go crazy with the salt right off the bat. Flip her back over. Now for secondary seasonings, we're gonna go ahead after that, pop a little bit of black pepper on there. Go ahead and season that up. Get you on a nice coat of black pepper over the top there, right? Get that all good. Okay, I like to go ahead and put a little bit of garlic salt on there. Just pop a little bit of garlic salt on there. You could just scratch the lice out of your head. That also works too. Instead of, if you don't have any garlic salt, head lice also very good substitute for a garlic salt. Just scratch your head over the top. Beautiful, beautiful. No one will be able to tell the difference anyways. It cooks for like 3 hours and everything cooks out, so who gives a hootenanny anyways, right? Now, you want to go ahead and get a little bit of all seasoning. Just a kind of an all-purpose seasoning. Got a little bit of everything in there. It's got a little bit of everything. You want to go ahead and just do a nice light seasoning of all seasoning, right? And I've never done this before. I'm gonna try a little bit of ancho chili powder, just a touch, just a dash, just to see what kind of flavor this brings out, right? So we're gonna see how that is, see what's going on with that. And it looks pretty nice and seasoned. You know, you might want to give it a quick, just, you know, get the kind of little rub, just to push it into the meat. Pack that meat in there, pack it in, you know what I mean? Meat pack, and that's how we do here. Now, let's go ahead and hit the grill. Okay, we are outside at the grill, outside, doing it, getting the sunburn, very white, don't tan well. Now, what we're gonna go ahead and do is you're gonna preheat your oven. You're gonna go ahead and turn this bad boy on. You're gonna go ahead and preheat your oven to about 350 degrees to 400 degrees. But you generally want to get that to about 350 to 400. Now for the fun part, we're going to go ahead and pop these ribs on the grill. Get a nice char, nice sear mark on the top. Then we're going to go ahead and pop them into the oven for about 3 hours at about 275. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, there we go. Face down, seasonings down, everything going good. You want to close that up. Should be about 350-ish. Let that thing cook for about 2.5 minutes on each side, so there's a nice dark grill marks on it. And then we're gonna go ahead back into the kitchen. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. You're gonna get those char marks on there, looking good, looking nice, right? Looking beautiful. Give it a couple of minutes to get those char marks on there. Get those frackin' char marks on there, right? Get those bad boys going, and then you're gonna go ahead and flip it over. Boom, beautiful, look at that, beautiful, oh, beautiful, oh yeah, I want my baby back, baby back, I want my baby back, baby back. Jordan's baby back rib. Better than other people's ribs, who I can't say, because then, I'll get demonetized on YouTube, so, bam. It rhymes with lilies, right? It's Jordan's baby back ribs. Better than the other people's, right? Better than lilies or sillies, right? Or fillies, you know what I mean? Can't say it with the C, because then I'll get sued, right? Get demonetized, kicked out of the house, right? You know what I mean? Lose your home, living on the streets like a bum in the sewer. What are you gonna do next? Give it a couple of minutes. Dino Glow. Get yourself one. Okay, so ironically enough, ran out of propane in the middle of cooking the ribs. It's fine, it's okay, not a big deal. We got the char we needed, everything looking pretty decent, so it's okay. Let's go ahead and pop on over here to the ribs. Get your pan, put a little bit of water in the pan, so when you're cooking and braising it for the 3 hours that it's gonna be in there, it's not gonna dry out, right? Pop on your fan. Ribs are in. Oven closed. Good to go. And again, I like to say Jordan's baby back ribs I would consider to be a lot better than most other baby back ribs, right? People know about sillies, right? Or Phillies baby back ribs, right? Phillies baby back ribs, they ain't got nothing. They ain't got jank on Jordan's baby back ribs. Way better, right? You know what I'm talking about? Way better than Phillies or sillies or lilies or any kind of illies that you could possibly come up with. You know what I'm talking about. It is what it is. I do it better. It's not a big thing. It's fine. It's okay. If you ever want to talk to me, Philly, Chili, or Sillies, about how I make my ribs to make yours a little bit better, go ahead and at me, tweet me, IG me, F me. F me means Facebook me. Don't actually F me. I don't do that. I don't play that kind of games. Don't know if I'm getting any of this. The camera's flipped the other way. Just kind of going on faith that this is all kind of happening perfectly here. Probably not. Moving on. And we are back 3 hours later, time lapse, with our ribs cooked, looking beautiful, looking nice. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and baste it, put some barbecue sauce, a little honey for a little bit of sweetness. We're going to get into it. Let's do it. You can go ahead and pop just a touch of honey on there. Just a touch, just a smidge, right? Just a little light coating. Get your sweet baby rays. Put them on the ribs. Lather those babies up nice. Brush. Bam. Go ahead and start mixing it up. Go ahead and start just like a paint, just like Picasso. I'm like Picasso, but with barbecue sauce. Ooh, yeah. You want to lather those ribs up, just like they're a couple of butt cheeks. You know what I mean? You want to get in there. I'm like the Picasso of butt cheeks. You know what I'm talking about? You just want to get in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. And you want to get those bad boys nice. You just want to paint, just like you're painting the painting. Just a view, like that one that gay guy says with the afro. Remember, just a nice, happy little flower over there. Except for its barbecue sauce, ribs, and their butt cheeks. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. Hey, comment in the comment section if you know who I'm talking about. What's that dude with the afro? That white guy who's painting happy little flowers everywhere? What's that guy's name? I don't know. Whatever his name is. That guy. Think of that guy, right? Think of Picasso. Think Van Gogh, right? But you're painting ribs. Oh, yeah. You also think of the Kool-Aid guy. Oh, yeah. That is how you paint barbecue sauce on some ribs, baby. Now, we got our veg cooking. Little corn, little broccoli, little bit of carrots, right? Beautiful. You want to get some carrots in your diet when you're eating some meat because, you know what I'm saying? Not carrots, excuse me, corn. Get the fiber going. Get that BM going. Get those bowels moving, right? That's what you want to do. Got to get it all out, right? We don't want to get stuck in there like a piece of bubble gum. You want it to all be moving nicely, right? Keep it going, right? Okay, bad for sound. Moving on. Yeah, oh. Listen to that. Beautiful sound. And that, you got a little trick. You want to get a little flip going, a little flip action going, right? You get a little flip action going, right? Watch this. Get it out of the pan, get it flipping. Boom! Oh! There you go. A little flip action. A little bit of flippity dip on the flip dip. Lost a piece of broccoli. Ow! Flipper! All right, we are back. Did it. 3 hours in the making. Got the ribs done. Baby back ribs. Let's go ahead and take a look. Baby back ribs, barbecue style, lathered them up like a couple of butt cheeks, doing it big. Let's go in, let's just try some of these. Let's see how they taste, huh? Oh my God. Dad! How do you make ribs? Oh, I want to be popular on Facebook. Oh my God. I think I'm gonna die.